Our planet is a miracle of evolution. Our scientists have gazed out for centuries in every direction, millions of light years, and have yet to find another like her. Like us, she is a living, breathing being full of complex rhythms. Rich and varied ecosystems like the Amazon and the Great Sahara are her organs. Our vast waterways and oceans are her life's blood. As our scientists have begun looking inward, it has become alarmingly clear that our Earth, our home, is in pain. Through community partnerships with Stanford's K-12 initiative and Jasper Ridge, a new generation of young scientists and eco-aware teens are emerging, heeding our planet's cries for help. They are dedicated and determined to make a difference. They are real. Join us as we take a look into the lives of a group of extraordinary youth as they show and tell what it means to be real.
Why did you set up this field trip?
I set up this field trip because I thought it would be a couple of reasons. One, I thought it would be a really good opportunity for the kids to come to a working farm and to see how it is run and to look at their garden and what they're growing and look at their composting system and how that's working so that they can get a model of how we might do it at Redwood at the Real program. So they were really interested to see the different plants that we're growing, and we tasted herbs and smelt them. That was really cool just to get an idea.
Hi, my name is Jamie Cundiff. I am a teacher naturalist and the volunteer liaison for the environmental education program here at Hidden Villa, which is a 1,600-acre organic farm and wilderness preserve.
Mm-hmm. So, what do most students get out of this experience?
What do most students get out of this? Well, we work with preschoolers through high school,
Mm-hmm.
and what we'd like to do is just further try to develop and instill students' love of the natural world. Also, at least I believe that most kids today are really disconnected from where their food comes from.
How are you doing, Rebecca?
Good, but it's pretty cold.
Yeah, garlic.
Balsamic vinegar salad dressing?
So cream is this thing right here till it turns into butter. It had buttermilk.
Rebecca can explain the recipe.
And Hidden Villa provides an opportunity for kids to actually see vegetables growing in the ground and get their hands dirty and pull a carrot out of the ground. And like we did today, create a farm feast, a meal from themselves, like that they cook themselves out of food from the farm. And it's just a big change from kind of the processed foods that you get in the grocery store or fast food and all those things. So we really want to try to connect students closer to the food that they eat and empower them to make healthy choices in their food too.
These field trips to Hidden Villa, Jasper Ridge, and the Academy of Sciences had a profound effect on these young minds. To say they were inspired is an understatement. The results were magical. Our little corner of Redwood City began to blossom.
That ain't no worm. There's a salamander. That's a salamander. Do they swim? Throw it in the pool. Let me see one. They got legs.
There's bagels in
There's
here.
like 10 apples.
And all these apples, there's tons of them, so I thought maybe they fell from somebody's tree.
They're probably playing games, you know?
But maybe
so apples in there.
Yeah. Well, at least that stuff doesn't kill anything.
We definitely need to make sure
that you're demonstrating that you're learning academic content as well as playing around, right?
Just hold this right here.
So we need to have some jokes.
Ready?
Admit.
Here is the wild beast they call Samson, but we call him Samson.
Yes,
As you can
jackpot.
see here, we have found the jackpots, and it is still full. So there are signs of people here.
These are the roots of this really big tree, and they're all connected to this main one. And as you can see, there's lots of little ones growing around it. And down in those roots is actually a home for the fish and the crawfish, and they live there, and that's what they use as their shelter and their breeding quarters.
Out to the field, and we actually, I mean, I'm not just saying it, we did the protocol that I do with my colleagues in Brazil, in fact, drawing a watershed, and for them to see the connections between the creek at the school, connected to the watershed, connected to the mountains, and connected to the larger sort of environment. And when, you know, in Stanford, I teach my students about the teleconnections. That would be something very abstract to these kids. But when they actually draw the watershed, the creek, and the connections in space, and they connect that with, you know, the different social conditions of different groups in society, in our community, and so on and so forth, I mean, they get it, and they're so motivated by it.
Do you see the rotation?
That one bulb is causing all that rotation, right?
Okay, and that signifies that it's using a lot of energy of electricity. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen if I switch it to this one? Okay, you guys, and let's test that out.
Move you apart from each other.
So you guys see it? Is it moving slower?
Yes, a lot slower.
Yeah.
Barely
So
moving.
it's barely moving.
That's pretty
So this
neat.
actually shows that this guy does use a lot less than this.
So on the two light bulb things, does the shape of the light bulb have anything to do with the saving of the energy?
The shape, no.
That was a good question. That was a
That
good
is a good
question.
In this case, no. Because
What's the green wall?
Green wall is a is a wall that is made out of plants, and it helps us in the community by doing photosynthesis, which is it absorbs CO2 and releases oxygen, and it helps out the community for us to breathe in fresher air. And we're gonna be the first school to ever have a green wall.
So we're using this. We're gonna put soil in each container, and we're gonna plant the plants in here, and then we put it against the wall, and then we have like a watering. We're gonna water the plants, and they're gonna grow on the wall.
Because there's a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere, and the more green walls we put out, the more carbon dioxide we can absorb, and then the more oxygen we can release.
We're working on our surveys for the green wall and typing it up and seeing how much people know or how much others know about green walls.
And why do we care about that? Why do we want to know how much other people know?
Because we need their opinions and how much they know. And if they don't know anything, then it's our job to make sure they know something.
I'm Honor. I'm from Stanford University. I work in the administration now, but I do the conservation planning for the university. Steelhead is a really important animal. I mean, that thing it's just like eating a salmon.
That's got
it's flopping. Oh, that's a nice big thing now. Stickleback.
Your first catch?
That's what's up. Big one.
See this little wimp over here?
What are the benefits of the REAL program?
What are the benefits of the REAL program? One of the benefits of the REAL program is that we offer an alternative education for students who have demonstrated a need for a non-traditional education setting. And kids get to learn hands-on science and about the environment by doing and participating in a very active, engaging curriculum. Also in the REAL program, they also participate in the core academic classes as well, i.e. English, math, science, and social studies. And so in addition to that, they have opportunities to participate in interns to really go beyond the surface of their learning and learn about environmental education through an application like process. And so I think that is one of the biggest benefits, or some of the biggest benefits, of the REAL program for our students.